sorrow and all that, so bear with me. When someone you love, with whom you have shared several years of life's experiences, passes on, you end up looking back, recalling the most shining characteristics and memories that you can treasure, hold on to, and keep in your heart. Good morning. My name is Lurch, and that's someone I love, a friend who I shared more than a quarter of the century life's experiences, was Mandy. Mandy and I were classmates through college, working through a pre-medical degree at the University of the Philippines. And then we moved on to UERM, a medical school. We were classmates again, and we were dorm mates. From then, we did our postgraduate training, she in anesthesia, me in pediatrics at the Medical Center Manila. We shared a lot of post-high school immaturity and eventually adult womanhood maturity. During that time, she relayed to me that during her pre-puberty formative years, she woke up one day with a pair of noticeable bumps on her chest. She was in a panic. She repeatedly applied Vicks Vapor Rub. For those not in the know, Vicks Vapor Rub is like Windex for the Greeks. It cures everything. So she thought she had some bumps, and she kept applying the Vicks Vapor Rub, hoping that the bumps would go. She did not want to have developing breasts. She did not want to move on to womanhood. That's what Mandy did. And eventually, of course, it did not work. The Vicks Vapor Rub. Mandy, to us in school, was what we call a Maria Clara. Maria Clara, again in the Philippines, is an epitome of actually the ultra conservative woman. It's a woman that who through all her years in adulthood would follow the rule, don't touch me. That was her rule, touch me not. So during our school days, she had a lot of male suitors, of course. Mandy, as you know, pretty as she is, attracted a lot of males. So with her Maria Clara demeanor, she kept that through our school years. In medical school, we had classes in one building where you have to cross another busy street. It's called Aurora Boulevard to get to the next class. Buses, jeeps, cars always cross this busy thoroughfare. So we had a classmate who really fell for her, who, whenever we'd move from one class to another, cross that street, would always be with her, try to guide her across. And then, of course, being the gentleman that he is, he wanted extra points so he can actually win her over. So in that process, when you cross the street, the gentleman would always try to hold your arm, just kind of walk you through. But each time he would attempt to do that, Mandy's automatic reaction was, fix her hair. So if he crossed the street with her moving in the street, so he wouldn't have any chance of actually holding her by the arm. So he was kind of persistent every day through school. He'd do the same thing, but she'd do the same thing. He struggled courting her, and eventually he gave up. But she was not a hopeless case, however. She did fall in love several times, and conservative as she was, being the Maria Clara as she was, she actually fell in love at one point with a drummer of a well-known band in the Philippines. She was in a simple case, a Maria Clara groupie. But Mandy had a very strong bond with her family, her parents, her siblings. She was the protective, generous, supportive sister to her brothers and sisters as they were to her. In college, Mandy and I struggled through an accounting class that we needed to pass to graduate. Somebody's laughing. One of the two sisters are laughing. So, we thought to ourselves, here we are doing pre-med. What do we need an accounting class for? Who'd worry about, balancing the books? We wanted to be doctors. So in this class, we sweated through the classes, the exams, and then finally, when we both realized we possibly were not going to make it, she asked Lolly, who was an accounting major, to sit through all the exams, including the finals. years, but Mandy with her, like, that wasn't great. It was difficult because Lolly gave her that high grade in that was our best kept secret in college. Not anymore. Not anymore. So to all of us who are here, Mandy was a sister, a friend, a colleague, a classmate, a co-worker. But the biggest role she ever had in her life, for which I admire and honor her the most, was being a daughter. For a significant part of her parents' twilight years, Mandy was there. Mandy was the willing, long-suffering daughter, the caregiver. Both her parents needed complete assistance in activities of daily living in their later years of their life. But every single day, in their twilight years, when especially her dad, when he was mostly in need of assistance, she would put it upon herself, given her small build. She would wake up in the morning, bathe her father, clean him up, dress him up, fed him prior to going to work. She worked early hours in the hospital, long hours in the hospital. But no matter how tiring or hectic her past day was, she would do this every morning, every day. And no matter if we did have helpers in the house, or she did have helpers in the house to help out, she put it upon herself that was her responsibility. That was her daughter's love for her parents. She was a picture of a dutiful, responsible, caring daughter. She was a totally loving, committed, soul prioritizing her parents' care and needs and wants. All through her life, all she strived for was to make everybody in her family comfortable and happy, and possibly problem-free. I've never seen anybody so selfless, so generous with regards to her family's well-being. I know Myrna and Lolly would never be at a loss for all the words out there to say how much of a blessing Mandy was to them and their family. Mandy, all the memories we had will forever stay in my heart. Those memories we shared will never be forgotten. You will never leave my heart. You are a treasure.